dream team. Say hi. Photographer, say hi. You're covering his face. That's not very nice of you. Hi guys, meet the bride, my sweet pea herself. This is my sister and I will be getting her ready for her pre-wedding shoot. We are starting with moisturizer first and then we're going with the face primer from Cosmetics before the power seal, before the foundation. Now these steps are necessary because my sister has oily skin, when I mean extremely oily skin. So after the foundation, I go in with concealer to brighten her under eyes and then on her nose bridge, forehead, her cupid's bow and her chin, and I'm going ahead to blend this out. I'm not even struggling to find shades because we use exactly the same shades. This is me also using the setting powder, and I love this setting powder because it soaks up the oil. When I tell you that the Beauty by AD setting powders mean business, they do. So I also go into extra set the under eyes with pressed powder because like I said, she has oily skin. This helps to soak the oils. So this is the Mirac blush contour and highlight palette, which I'll be using for those exact reasons. Starting out with contour to kind of chisel her face, and then blush to bring back color to her cheekbones and to add some color to her face before I go on in to do her eyebrows. I forgot to mention that after using pressed powder under the eyes, I actually used her actual shade of powder to set the rest of her face. And now, as you can see, there's not much brow hair at the end of her brows. So the trick I do is after I am done applying the pencil, I go in with some brow powder, a dark brown eyeshadow, and then I set the tailbone of the brows and they don't move. Then I also use some brow gel to keep the hair in place before I use concealer to clean them up. Now after eyebrows, we go in with P. Louise eyeshadow base because only the best for my sister, right? And we are using Lydia Stanley eyeshadow palette because that's my favorite. And yeah, I'm just trying to create a nice gradient of brown eyeshadow on her outer eye corner, and then I applied some shimmer on the inner eye corner because it looks great in photo shoots. And then we're applying some mascara before we dust off the excess powder from under her eyes, after which I'm just going to apply some setting spray to kind of hold everything together and reduce the powdery look. Now afterwards, I like to press in the setting powder using the sponge I used for foundation so it stays better. And I'm going to trim the lashes, apply some lash glue, and I leave the lashes to get tacky for like 30 seconds, but I apply highlighter on the skin before the setting spray totally dries down. And I'm also applying it onto the pointy part of the nose, the cupid's bow and the forehead, just to give it glow in some glue points of the face. And then this is me sticking on the lashes, making sure that they are well stuck. Now the final seal it spray, like I said, we want this makeup to stay long and not move, and that seal it spray is an extra layer of security. And then this is us lining out the lips. She has this favorite nude lip combo I do on her. I use a brown lip liner or brown lipstick on the outer side, and then I use a nude lipstick in the center, and she has small lips, so I overline her lips to make it look fuller and poutier before I go on in with lip gloss. Like, it is a whole process. We have 3 lipsticks on the lips, and then we have clear gloss on the lips, and then we're going with nude lip gloss. I tell you, it looks like it's a lot of work, but you're just going to see how everything comes together once I am done applying the lip gloss. And then they usually get tired because I tell them to smack and smack and smack until everything blends in together. The last step is to look up and apply mascara, and she was tired, but I gave her the mirror and this is her reaction.
It's giving. Thanks. If you take this picture, highlighting and pop. We'll comb this hair. Let's arrange the hair, please. No, we will.
So she was all dressed and ready for the photo shoot. We arranged and packed the hair and we were checking her out. And she was like, can she just go in? She was checking with the photographer if it was time. She was shy. She was like, we should hype her. So this is her groom. They looked so amazing. They looked so good together. Their dresses were giving. And I was like, they should do a little twirl. This was so beautiful to see. They are so much fun together. They are two peas in a pod, and I couldn't be happier.
Hey, God. So pretty. No, I say hi again.
Well, I tried to ask how many characters. She acted 3
No,
characters.
she's insanely talented.
So we went to Wildlife Park for a change of scenery, and while photographers were doing their own, we were doing our own.
Those people will come in. Say hi.
Bride and groom and our Ibu photographer. Say hi. Hi. Cynthia. Guys, say hi. Hi. This is the dream team. Chief maid, say hi. Hi. Bride and groom, say hi. Photographer, say hi. You're covering his face. That's not very nice of you.
I hope it's more fun.
Yeah. Say hi to the elephant.
Ellie.
Jump where?
No, wait. If you jump this,
So cute.
You don't see her.